I've also can if you'll get your ears on. Yeah, received. Yeah, copy. You receiving? Excellent. I don't know, the time of day, the colour of the flowers that are coming out in the garden during the winter, I don't know. Um, well, if you're taxiing, the Spitfire, we know is a bitch on the ground, so yeah, you have to fight it a bit. Oh, okay. Maybe you've got a double mapping for your brake, or maybe you need to adjust your curves on your brake. No, but something else might have, I'm guessing. It happens. Fortunately, we can afford to do it when it's virtual, can't we? Good to have you on radio comms though. That sounds beautiful. I've got a bit of background um, static, but nothing to worry about. It's absolutely good. Other than that, well, yeah, I think it's just that part of the feature of the radio in DCS. It adds all that stuff in the same way as it will reduce your signal with distance, or if you've got mountain in between you and the recipient. Oh, that sounds like an inverted axis. Your rudder, I would guess, as your rudder axis maybe is inverted. Copy that. Oh, copy that. Hang on. Yeah, I've got eyes. Very nice and supersonic, I would say. To be a have to be a bit careful with that, because what we've found in the past is when people overfly at high speed or especially supersonic, it can adversely affect DCS. So in the same way as if you taxi past a Charlie 130, it can affect your frame rate horribly. So probably just need to bear that in mind a bit. Oh, it's lovely to have this Spitfire engine sound back. This is the Echo 19 spit engine sound, not the DCS sound, and it is lovely. Well, I'm taxiing to 08. If anyone on the stream would like me to give information about what I'm doing and how and why, just drop a message on the chat. However, I have to say that I might not get it straight away because for some reason my lady what reads it for me is not reading it, and whatever I do, I tell it to give text to sound or text to sound, but it's not doing it. It doesn't remember it. I tick the boxes, but when I look again they're not ticked. So if I don't respond, forgive me, that'll be why. I have to keep glancing across at the screen and I don't get a message. I don't get it read out to me. Need to get that running again because I missed so many messages in the past because I'm busy flying or whatever and I don't see the messages. Looking for bomb craters because last night there was a couple of bomb craters here and I managed to hit each of them at some point. Didn't do damage, but it can cause damage if you're going too fast or if it throws you out. I'll just announce that I'm going to take off from 08. Nine Spitfire 08 for takeoff. That looks like a crater just there. I'll go past it just to make sure. And yes, it is. That's a little bomb crater. Enough to cause an issue. I hope there's no more further along the runway because I don't hit much speed, that's for sure. Okay, break off, here we go. Oh no, I'll put some lights on. Right, brake is off, here we go. Okay, Steggy, welcome, Buzz. So Steggy, I'm just watching. Looks as though you're still getting issues with direction on your taxiing then from your controls, I'm guessing. I'm sure it won't be you. It's not you. It's just a setting somewhere that needs to be sorted. Is it still actually turning the opposite way to what you want it to go? Okay. Oh, is there any chance we could get you on Discord now and we could share screen, and perhaps there might be something I'll notice that you're not aware of? Dropping out there again, Steggy. Can you try again? Okay, but welcome to give it a try on Discord. I'll be happy to try and give a hand on that, because I really want you to be not suffering all these things with a Spirit. She's a lovely plane and you shouldn't be suffering it. If someone on the stream, watching the stream, could just drop me any kind of a message on the chat, it would be nice to see if I'm actually hearing it. I don't think I will, because it keeps unchecking the box. I don't know why, but perhaps you could, if you could do that, it will tell me whether it's working for me. And it seems that asking someone to put something on the chat on the stream is a surefire way of making people disappear. I had 3 and now there's 1. Yep, good check, Lexel. Yeah, I was noticing there's a few there. That is good. And Steggy has got good comms on his radio as well tonight. Copy. Oops, that's what I'll get for watching Undead Land instead of concentrating on what I'm doing. Okay, I will respawn. I think there might be a P47. Hold on a minute. Let's just go there. No. No, the only other spit it would be me, and I'm crashed because I was too busy watching Undead do his landing, so I wasn't looking at what I was doing. But no, there's not another spit. Only it's just you and me at the moment in spits. Well, I'm zooming out, not seeing any others. No. I'm going to respawn. Four nine radio check. Thank you. As I suspected, my secretary is not reading the messages for me. How do I get over that? What's causing that? Anyone got any ideas? Oh, I'm saying anyone. There's only one. Steggy, if you copy, could you give me full left rudder? Yeah, I was just saying if you could give me full left rudder. I'm sitting behind your aircraft at the moment, just viewing you. So if you give me full left and see what I see. That's good. That's a full left rudder. That's fine. Thank you. But the only thing, well, actually, it must be the brakes are inverted somehow. Okay, so if you was to nudge forward now, it would turn which way? To left or right? Okay, now if you're not touching your brakes or your rudder, then there's definitely an issue. Oh yes. Okay. Cut throttle. Okay, so it's as if you've got rudder. It's behaving as if you've got rudder and brake, but you've actually not applying either. That's got to be something we can deal with in settings. Okay, stand by. And your ping actually is only 28, which is what we'd expect. So it's not a ping thing that's causing like poor response. Yeah, but to say at the moment your ping is 28 and it's still misbehaving. That's got to be, I don't know what, but it's got to be something in your control settings. So if we get a chance to share screen on that, I'm sure that would stand some chance of helping. Ah, okay. So if you haven't split your throttles, so what you're saying is you what do if your both your throttles are still mapped to what? Okay, I'll tell you what. Can I recommend that we go to 135, which is channel B, so that we're not jumping over everybody whilst we're talking about this. I'm going to jump back in my aircraft and go to channel B. Copy, Steg. Super. I'm going to. Oh, do I need to jump onto using looking at yours? Hold on a minute. Let me think. I can't remember what I was thinking earlier on then. That's right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, can I recommend? Have you got my stream up? Okay, it's just that obviously with the stream up you'd be able to look at my settings, so I would recommend, because I know it works, setting your throttle and your throttle number one, if you like, your right throttle to your normal your boost, so your right throttle will be affecting your boost and your left throttle will be affecting your prop pitch. Okay. Bearing in mind that once we do that, once we're on the control screen, we lose comms on the radio. We have to come off that screen to actually speak again. if you still copy on radio, Steg, I'm going to make sure the others know that if they want us, they've got to come to 135. 49, just to advise, Steggy and I are currently on frequency 135 so that we can talk about the issues that he's getting with the Spitfire. So if you need this, just jump on 135. Copy that. Okay, just let me know on stream or whatever, but bear in mind I'm not getting my messages read at the moment, so if you put a message on the stream and I don't respond, it'll be because I haven't looked across at my chat window. Yeah, soda, if you copy, that's a lovely bit of hovering you've been doing there all that time. I wasn't actually here, I was standing behind Steggy's aircraft, looking at his aircraft while we were attempting to sort out problems. But yeah, it's a good long steady hover. Oh, that was very staticky, which I wouldn't expect at this distance. We're right on top of each other, but that was very much static in the background there. Not totally blowing the voice away, but certainly impeding it. It might be something to do with that aircraft. Possibly check that out with Laxor. He would be more aware than I would, because I don't do the choppers. Yes, it is. Right, I'll probably get started. 49 taxi into 08. Anyone else using 08, be aware there is at least one bomb crater just as you get onto the runway from the taxiway. Steggy, copy. .9 Spitfire 08 for takeoff. Well, I might change my livery first. I forgot to change it. Oh, hello Ghetto. Sorry Ghetto, I'm not getting my messages read, so if I don't look across at the chat window, I don't know they're there. I have to remember to look. Ghetto, did you on Discord? Did you see the fact that I dropped the folder, 3 folders and a couple of files to do with Echo 19 my version, which you just got to drop into another folder if you want them. Oh, and there's that bomb crater. I'm going to go to the right, I think, to avoid that, because my left wheel is going to hit straight onto it. I'm going to manoeuvre around that. Yeah, so you just need those, I think it's couple of folders, a few files, copy all those into a new folder on your machine called Echo 19 underscore Spitfire, and then yeah, drop it as normal, and I think you'll notice the difference positively. AK-49, thought you were taking off, mate. Yeah, I am. Are you still there? For 40, AK-40, are you still there? On the other side, which other side do you mean? The enemy side or what? Oh, the other end of the runway. Okay. No. Oh yeah. 47 AK. That's got to be you. Yeah. Okay. So you may go first, sir. I'll await you to overfly me. If you can get yourself onto yeah, I see that. Oh, the runway. If you can get yourself onto channel 124 on radio. We can speak on radio rather than with the delay that we get on here. We can speak directly. I don't know if you use aircraft radio. You just need to map a push to talk for VoIP 1, I think it is. Well, that's what I use. But it is recommended because we can then speak in real time. Oh, I see you're taking your run up. Okay. Don't worry. But when you get the chance, actual radio is it's real time. There's no delay that you get. Like watching the stream, I say something or do something, and you don't get that change or whatever it is until 13 seconds or more later. AK-40, I'm just wondering if you had your prop pitch set fully fine for that, because you didn't seem to have the power to take off. So if your prop pitch was on the course side, then that would give you an issue. Yeah, so make sure you set your prop pitch fully fine, like fully forward on the prop pitch. Okay, I'm going to roll now anyway. AK-40, if you go to the, if you're intending to go to the beginning of 08 runway, there is a bomb crater at that end, so you probably do best to come into the air runway roughly where the black rubber marks are, or even after that, the next exit, or the one after that. Ah, throttle issues, okay. Well, if that's something you can identify, that's good, because you should be able to clear that fairly quickly then. Good to see you in the server. Is it your first time in the server, AK-40? I suppose that's AK-47 really, isn't it? I really want her reading my messages again, because I have to keep looking across to see if anyone's put a message on. Be undead. You've been here 20... Copy undead. You've been here 20 times before. Wow, I just didn't notice the name, but it's good that you've been here. Is that at weekends, or do you, because it's on 24/7, do you use it only at weekends, or do you do it during the week as well? Well, that'll be okay when we're streaming. So that's usually Friday and Saturday, but sometimes it might be Friday and Sunday, or Thursday and Sunday. It depends on the situation. By the way, Ghetto, if you're still on the stream, don't forget to let me know how your sound is, whether it's improved or not. And the best test for that is, I don't know, flying at say 500 feet to 1,000 feet over the aerodrome, and then open your canopy and listen to that lovely different sound. If anyone's got any idea why my secretary is not reading these messages out for me on Restream chat, that I'll be interested to know, because I really want to get her talking to me again. Yeah, drop it in that folder, although you have to restart DCS, won't you, for that, but I think it's worth it, to be honest. And check your logo, your icon on DCS, to see that it's the different icon, like the Spitfire in a circle rather than something, or whatever it is, in a rectangle. Nice one. Okay. On your 3, okay. Oh, got radio check, but very, very much static. That's all 7 destroyed, so that's nice. RTB for rearm and repair probably. Nice one, Soda, if you got your ears on. Yeah, there are F4Us. Go to dynamic spawns. So when you go to choose your aircraft, go to dynamic. Fly 908 for landing. Oh, and they've hit my starboard tyre. That's flat. Nice, lovely sound, that aircraft. So there's my flat tyre. I'm going to leave it getting repaired. AK-40, did you catch my message that you need to go to dynamic spawn for the F4U? Right, I'm going to get repaired and rearmed, and whilst that's happening, I'll take a quick comfort break and perhaps pour myself something to drink. Right, I'm off for a quick comfort break. I'll be back very quickly. Yep, copy Axel. Right, so I'm repaired. I am rearmed. I'm going to stick with the Spitfire because I'm loving it, of course. I'm going to see who else is around. So they're just taking off. .47 AK. Woody. But that's a new one. And I forgot to announce to everybody that I was sitting at the north edge of the runway getting repaired and rearmed, but that's alright. Undead missed me. Okay, I'm good to start again, I think. Just three pumps on the primer because the engine's still warm. I'm sure they would have repaired it, but I'll check my tyre. Oh, good. Oh, Woody appears to have gone. I'm sure he can't have got up here that quickly, so he's not on that airfield. Undead, soda can, 47, me, Laxor. Okay, I'm good to get trimmed and get going. Looks like everything's clear for me to go. $4908 for takeoff. Ghetto, yeah, if you're receiving, yeah, those items that you're seeing, copy each one of those and paste them all to appropriately named folder, a new folder on your machine called Echo 19 underscore Spitfire, and then replace your existing Spitfire folder with that one. Oh, well, I've destroyed the BTRs that are over that way to the east of the airfield. So I'm going to go for the BTRs on the bridge now. Ooh, I'm receiving, but a lot of static. Yourself, but I'm not sure which one you are. Can you can you identify? Woody. Soda. Okay, Soda. Some of the voices do sound similar, so if you can just clarify who you are as you speak, that's good. All right, well, sleep well. Catch you next weekend, hopefully. TTFN. Nice one, okay. I've got no 20s. I've only got 7.7s. That's a bit bad. I'm sure I asked for the arm. Perhaps I didn't. So I might be hard pressed to get the last one of those BTRs now with only 7.7s. That's one of them smoking and dead. Got to find the other one. Oh, that was him. I should have fired. Don't want to waste ammo. I wasn't sure if that was him or not, but he's hitting me. He's in an awkward position for me to get, I think. I can't see him. I'm also being fired at by infantry. Ah, I can see him, he's smoking. Cool, I've got to come in at a very specific angle to get in. Nah, I'm going to R2B. Fine on R2B. Nice. Have you actually got it running and heard it yet, Ghetto? Copy on that. No, I didn't think you'd find it, Ghetto. To be honest, I can't remember how I got it, but I must have. It must have been from an old download, and I've kept the download and identified it from the date of the download. But now I've got it in a folder, safe and secure, where I know where I can get to it. So let me know. So I've just got another 10 seconds and it will repair me. The repair takes 5 or 10 seconds. I can take off in either direction really, but I'll take off towards the east. So I'll be using runway 08. On the radio it's 124, but it's channel B. Sorry, channel A, 124 hertz, megahertz. Ghetto, got your ears on yet? I heard static. Yeah, I'm receiving. Who is that? Ghetto? Bloody good. Got a bit of static there, surprisingly. Oh no, that's very staticky. I'm struggling. Okay, I'm gonna roll onto the runway and take off 08. No, I'm not sure if I can hear you or not, Ghetto. I was speaking to someone, I thought. But I see you've gone out and you're going to come back in again, obviously, so hopefully that'll sort it out. Sound work. Did you get the different logo, like the circle with a Spitfire on it? That's cool. That should mean that it's going to be the right sound then. Though I can't see you. Oh, hang on, you're probably off screen. No. No, I don't know where you are. Can't see you. Oh, I thought you meant you'd loaded back in and the sound was okay. Okay, well, when you get back in proper, give me a call on radio and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, good check. Is that Getter? Jolly good. Let me know how that engine sounds, especially with the canopy when you open the canopy. The trouble is, Ghetto, when you've got the canopy open and get that lovely sound, you don't want to close it. Yeah, that's right. 3 spits, a couple of F4Us. Can't be bad. Oh yeah. I think you will probably notice a difference with the sound as soon as you start the aircraft's engine. Yeah, and you'll notice it more once you get airborne. So when you start the engine, I believe you'll notice it straight away, the difference. But when you take off, leave the canopy open, then close it for a little while, and then open it again, and just listen to that lovely airy prop wash sound. It's lovely. Hello, hello. What, you mean to the latest one? Neither do I. This is way better, I think. I can't tell, Ghetto. Have you got your canopy open? I can't tell from here. Oh, you just sunk into the grass. Ping issues, perhaps. Yeah, you've got a ping of about 200, so that is not going to help you. I meant to put that on radio. You've got a ping of about 200, so that won't help you. Oh, okay. Well, that's good then. That's I'm talking to Ghetto. His ping's about 201, but he's just got the new, or no, not the new, the same Echo 19 sound as I have now for the Spitfire. And Ghetto, if you copy, what's your verdict on it? He did actually disappear into the grass earlier, so I'm not sure if he actually crashed or what. Okay, that's good, that's good. Yeah. Have you tried having a canopy closed and then opening it? I'm not sure he's receiving actually. Oh, you have, yeah. So you notice the difference? So it sounds the same as mine now, yeah? Oh crikey, it's coming up for 2:30, isn't it? I don't know what you want to go to. I'll go to whatever time you go to. Yeah, Okay, that's all good. I mean, I might possibly stick around and see if I can help Steggy a little bit. He's got good radio, or he did earlier. He had good radio, but his spit was turning donuts, and we can't work out why. It was like doing totally opposite to what it's supposed to do on the ground. So it's got to be to do with control settings in some way. I'm hoping that eventually we can get ourselves on Discord and share screens so that get a better idea of what's happening there. Yeah. But he'll give it full left rudder, and then he pulls away. When he with full left rudder, it still doesn't do what it's supposed to. But when he pulls away with no rudder or brake settings, it turns to the left. I did suggest, because he's got the same setup as me. He's got the Thrustmaster, but he was somehow not using both of the throttles the way I am. He was using one throttle, and for the prop pitch he was using something else. I've suggested that he maps the same way as I have, simply because I know it works. Actually, most of my time tonight has just been spent flying around and thoroughly enjoying it. Having got everything back now, the sounds are all back, my seat's working, and so I've got the Echo 19 sound properly back now. It is my sound, and I've saved that particular thing to a specific folder, because the one that Ghetto had and the one that I had before was the most recent. And the most recent is not as good as this one by quite a long shot. Don't know. Now that I've got mine, I don't suppose they're going to do anything just on my say so. But now that I've got it back for me, and Ghetto has got the same, I'm happy with that. Sorry, say again. Yeah, I mean, if I felt dutiful, I suppose I would follow it up, but I just don't know that I can be bothered, you know. As long as it's working for me, maybe that sounds selfish, but I just don't have the push to go and follow it up somewhere. I'm getting some fairly low frame rates at times tonight, but everything else is fine. I mean, at the moment it's 3840, but in theory it should be more than that. But it has dropped to 15 a couple of times, only briefly. Yeah. Yeah, Ghetto just disappeared in the grass again, but I'm sure he's okay. Yeah, copy. C'est moi. Oh, you're talking about is Steggy up now? We got Woody in an F4U. Black, saw you at the bridge. Though I think there's only one BTR left at the bridge, I think, and he was difficult to access. To the east of the bridge there are some ground units to hit, or we could go and find those 109s. In fact, I'm going to make a turn. Yeah, I'm going to go and have a go at those 109s. Okay, tally ho. Oh, you don't want to do that. Copy. Yeah, copy that. Okay, we'll catch you next Friday, I guess. Yeah, nice one. Okay, take care. TTFN. Yeah, it's all been good. Oh, I just ran out of fuel. Good heavens. Oh, right. I've just run out of fuel. Okay, I've run out of fuel. There's no way I'm walking back to base from here. I'm Moscow or something. A lot of very white buildings. So I'll respawn at least to get radio contact. President's 100. Sorry, President, I've only just seen your message because the voice isn't reading my messages for me, so I've got to try and keep looking across to see if I've got any. What's up? What's up? Yeah, all good. If you're still there, of course. Right, I don't know if I'll take off again. watch Steggy for a minute. Oh, Steggy's he's not in the Spitfire, okay. He can enjoy himself with that. So we got Woody, Steggy, me, and Ghetto. Is there any more? Oh, 47. Yeah. So there's 5 of us in at the moment. 5's quite a nice number. It doesn't want to be hundreds and hundreds of people, obviously. So, but 5's a good number. So's 8. I think it only takes a maximum of 10 if I remember right. Four 9 radio check. You've got to 49. You're 47 rather. You've got a map. You've got a map of that. If you're watching my stream, I'll show you. If you're not aware, I'll show you where mine is. Right. So you go down to voice chat. So is that what you got mapped? Not necessarily. I've got left alt left control B, but obviously something else. But R.1 VoIP PTT. Is that what you got mapped? Um, 124, yeah. Yeah, so channel 124, which is B. Channel B. Sorry, channel A. Channel A. Well, depends on what you're on. Sorry, for some reason I thought it was Spitfire. I'm getting that, but it's a very odd sound. Who's that? Yeah. Some of the aircraft radios are like that, unfortunately, and there's nothing we can... Yeah, some of the aircraft radios are like that for some reason. There's nothing we can do about it. They, DCS or the Dynamic are aware. It's been acknowledged. Whether they'll and when they'll do something about it, I don't know. Yeah, so AK-47, yeah, channel 124. Hang on. Yeah, copy. Can you identify, please? Oh, it is AK-47. Okay, that's good. Jolly good. You got it running. That's good. Okay, well, I lost all my fuel trying to chase one, so I was at full black, just trying to keep up with him. So that's why I burnt all my fuel off. So it's what? It's 0251 for me. I'm thinking that I'll probably fold it there unless anyone's got anything they need to ask or talk about. Been successful in a number of ways, especially if you've got that sound working as it's supposed to. And the difference between that one and when you open the canopy with, you know, with the old one or with the new one as it happens, and this older one, way different. Laxor was saying we probably should follow it up and report it in some way, but I just can't. I can't be bothered. It's working for us, so that's good. Getting hits. The beauty about these 109s, the blue-winged 109s, is that they're passive. They're good target practice, but they won't shoot back at you, so that's nice. Okay, folks, anyone on my stream, any suggestions, questions, or whatever, anything you'd like to say? I've got 5 minutes if you want to respond, and then I'll close my stream. By the way, AK-40, if you're receiving, oh, I can probably get you on radio. AK-40 receiving. Just to advise, I don't know if you're aware, but if you crash in your aircraft and then you go back into the same slot, your radio might well not work. What I find seems to make it work is if you just click onto any other different slot and then click back onto the aircraft that you want, and that overcomes the radio issue, as far as I'm aware. Okay folks, I'm going to fold now, so catch you all again hopefully next weekend. We'll be flying in the region of 11:30 to 12 midnight as a start, and then going through to similar time to tonight on Friday, and likewise Saturday night. So hope to catch people then. Roger that. TTFN, good night all. Right, and for the sake of anyone that's still on my stream, as you just heard, I'm going to close the stream now. It's been quite a good evening one way or another. I've really enjoyed flying my Spit because I've got the sound back, I've got my seat working again, because I've got the SimShaker 6 seat, so I'm feeling the vibes of gear coming up and flaps doing stuff. So it's been quite a nice night. And Ghetto has got the old sound for the Echo 19 Spitfire sound, which is better than the later one, so he's now got that, so that's another little success. Hopefully we can work with Steggy at some point and get him get his Spit working. There's something wrong with his Spitfire, it's not him, there's something wrong with the setup of the Spitfire that's causing him issues, so hopefully we can work with him and get that sorted as well. In the meantime, I'm going to close. Catch you all, whoever turns up next weekend, Friday or Saturday. Take care. TTFN.